Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Retro Bowl. We are currently in Season 1 of our rebuild of the Arizona Cardinals, and we are about to head into this Week 11 matchup. Our first dilemma of the episode, rookie tight end Moxon, private footage of rookie Sidney Moxon, and an unidentified woman dressed as a Jacksonville cheerleader has appeared on social media. Wow. Coincidence of me wearing a Mark Brunell Jacksonville Jaguars jersey. Weird how that works out, but we got to find Moxon. He's been getting into trouble, man. I mean, he's our star rookie tight end, but he really needs to watch it, or we might have to deal with him, you know, and bench him a game or something like that. So heading into Week 11, we'll be playing the Denver Broncos. We are 6-3, looking to get into the playoffs. If we can get into the playoffs in our first season, our first full season as head coach, that'll be pretty awesome. We are playing the Broncos. They are just 2-7, so we really have to rack up these wins against these weak teams. Let's get into it. And we sack their quarterback and we take the ball, wow, in their territory. Wow, this is probably the best starting field position we've had all season long. And Iceland is going to scramble. His scrambling ability is so good. 7 yards for a quarterback with 1 out of 10 speed. 7 yards to start off the game. Incredible. Going to have, who is this? There's Verrett, our one-star receiver, but he makes some moves. And Verrett, 26 yards. Let's go. Playing way above his ratings. Great start. Uzomah making some moves, 9 yards, and we are in the red zone, threatening to score just like that. And Iceland is going to scramble out of the pocket, make a move, dive into the end zone. 4 yards is our longest rushing score of the season. That just shows you we hardly ever run the ball on this team, and usually it's Iceland, not Uzomah. We take the early lead. Let's go. This time Denver takes the ball down and scores very quickly. Okay, 3rd and 16. I would not like to give them the ball back. Just another incomplete. What do you guys think? Should we go for it? I say we have yeast on this streak right here. I might change the play. Ooh, you know what? I like my options there better, but we're still going to get it to yeast. It's not a good throw. Iceland just does not have the throw power, and we are going to give up a score, but thankfully we can score before halftime. And if we score here, you know, we get the ball after halftime as well. Okay, 3rd and 5, crucial 3rd and 5 here. Getting it to Moxon, breaking a tackle, breaking another tackle, but he fumbles it and Yeast recovers. Yeast does not have a catch yet, but that was a crucial fumble recovery. Moxon is really pushing my buttons, man. I mean, he's been having a really solid rookie season, an incredible rookie season, honestly. He's on pace to set the tight end record for most touchdown receptions in a season, but he's been getting into so much trouble off the field. We'll fool him, we'll run the ball, and Uzomah just gets stopped instantly. Got to waste a timeout. Jeez. And Moxon, you got to make up for that fumble into the end zone. Let's go. With the extra point, we will tie it up heading into halftime. And Denver kicks off to us to start off the second half, like I said, and let's go back down and take this lead. Iceland gets it there this time. Yeast breaks a tackle, his first catch of the game, and it goes for 22 yards. Now we're in the red zone, threatening to score again. Moxon makes a move to the outside. Touchdown. Second touchdown catch of the game for Sidney Moxon. He makes a nice move, gets a block from Yeast into the end zone. Just like that, we're back ahead. Turnover on downs, but also that stop that our defense got in the first quarter, really crucial, because we know we are now in a position where we can just run this clock down and hopefully not give them the ball back until there's just a little bit of time left in the fourth quarter. I would like a really slow, methodical drive. We are good at that so far in this season, just short passes. And what? Moxon fumbles again. What is going on with his ball carrying? I'm used to Uzomah fumbling the ball a lot, but no, it's Moxon with 2 fumbles on the game so far. That's worrisome. I don't know what it could be going on. Breaking tackles there. He gets 14 and holds onto the ball. 1st and goal. We're doing a great job winding down the clock. Uzomah, no, that's Yeast making a move inside, and we go ahead by 1 score with 48 seconds left. Hopefully our defense can stop them, and they're going to score. They score a touchdown as time expires. We go to overtime, and we kick the ball off to them, and they're going to score. Are you serious? That's how the game ends. And we're back down to 3% fan rating. That just sucks. That just sucks, man. Sudden death overtime never gets old. That's really too bad. We didn't play amazingly in that game, but we played well enough that I think we deserved a win. Let's go over these stats. Kaiser Iceland, 21 of 27, which ironically is actually one of his lowest completion percentage games of the season. 3 touchdown passes, 2 carries for 11 yards, and a rushing touchdown also, so 4 total touchdowns on the game for him. Rashad Uzomah, 4 receptions for 36, 3 carries for 8 yards. Typical unproductive day on the ground for him. And Sidney Moxon, 9 receptions for 109 yards, 2 touchdowns, but also 2 fumbles. He's got 3 fumbles on the season. He is only 1 touchdown reception away, though, from tying the record for most touchdown receptions by a tight end in a season. So if he completes that as a rookie, that'll be incredible. Bennett used a pretty quiet game for him, 4 receptions for 63 yards and a touchdown. Ashton Verrett also got 4 receptions. He got 57 yards. Kyron Mulkin, 5-star linebacker, 2 tackles. Ty Turner, 3 tackles. So I don't know who caused us to get that stop in the first half that caused him to punt, but I'm guessing neither one of these guys. Our defense continues to really not ever do that much. So that loss drops us to 6-4. Seattle, by the way, are running away with the division. They are still undefeated. We have an important division matchup coming up here against the Los Angeles Rams. They are below us in the division, so if we want to maintain third place and have a prayer of reaching the playoffs, we really have to win this game. We start off with the ball going to hit Ashton Verrett. This curl route really quick, making moves past the DBs, 19 yards to start off. Good stuff. 3rd and 11, and we get stopped short. I say we go for field goal. Let's see how our field goal kicker's doing. He hasn't kicked a lot of field goals on the season so far. Gets that one through, though, from 43. We're up 3-0. And they score almost immediately. Our defense just can't stop anything. I don't know how many points we're allowing per game. We're definitely not worst of all time in terms of points allowed per game, but I think we're definitely worst of all time in terms of just not forcing turnovers and allowing scoring drives. We have to be. Verrett making a move inside. He gets us down to the 5. Okay, let's see. Who are we going to go to? We're going to go to Uzoma. No, Verrett makes that catch into the end zone for just his 2nd touchdown reception of the season. Love to see him getting that. And we take the lead. And they score quickly. Well, they missed the extra point, and we have a chance before halftime to go down and score quickly. If we can get a field goal before halftime, that'll be really cool. We'll tie up the game. There'll be some security. At least we won't be down. And that was just a drop by Yeast. That was actually not a bad throw at all. Let's get to Verrett. Ooh, off the tip ball, and Verrett is in the clear, but he's going to have to go out of bounds. He doesn't have the speed to get to the end zone. 33 yards, though. That's his longest reception of the year. Great job by him having the concentration to get that pass off the tip, but unfortunately just doesn't have the speed to get into the end zone. Defenders were catching up to him, and he had to step out of bounds. But that does set us up for a 37-yard field goal, and if this goes through, it does, we are tied up. So that was a big play right there. And Verrett just continues to make guys miss. Man, he's been playing better these last couple games than Yeast has. He's been getting more receptions, I feel like. And he's just making more plays. And going to hopefully get Yeast. Yes, he breaks a tackle, and we are down within the 5. Let's go. Good drive so far, boys. And going to get this out to Verrett. He gets stopped, though. And what are we going to do? Let's flip it to Moxon. Easy touchdown cheese play. Typical tight end cheese play. Let's go. We tie this game back up at the end of the 3rd quarter. Can we get a stop, please? Yes, they punt the ball away. Let's go. Thank you, defense. Finally making good play. What is that, Uzoma? What is that? Come on, dude. You got to make that catch. But we control our own destiny, man. We got to go down, and if we waste time, we could kick a field goal, and that could be it. Gonna get it to Uzoma up the middle. Dive. Don't want you fumbling it. And yeah, if we have a slow, methodical drive, just get into field goal range and just kick a short field goal. That's it. That'll be it. No! I refuse to admit that that's my fault. Either Verrett or Yeast could have caught that. That was not an inaccurate throw. Get out of here, man. Are you serious? Okay, they kick a field goal. I don't know if we have the big playability to go down and get into field goal range quickly. Okay, we get out of bounds. I can't believe it. We had the chance to just basically end the game. And instead, we got to settle for... I can't make a field goal that far. There's no way. Okay, hopefully got to get it to Yeast on the slant. Get down. Okay, here we go. 1 second left, and we got to kick it through. 3rd field goal attempt of the game for Hilton. He makes it. We tied up, but we go to our 2nd overtime game in a row. And of course, they get the ball, and we lose back-to-back overtime games. We had the win and let it slip through our hands. Tipped ball interception. We controlled our own destiny, and we just lose back-to-back overtime games. That's infuriating. Let's peep these stats. Iceland, 26 of 31, 2 touchdowns and that 1 pick. I don't think that was my fault, guys. I think that was either really good defense or someone, either Yeast or Verrett, dropped it. That's BS. But he does hit 30 touchdowns on the season so far, almost averaging 3 touchdown passes per game. Rashad Uzoma, 1 carry for 2 yards. 1 reception for 12. I mean, he's just a non-factor at this point. Sidney Moxon, 8 for 76 and a touchdown. Pretty quiet game for him. Bennett Yeast, 9 for 82, no touchdowns. Ashton Verrett, though, balling out. 8 for 113, including that 33-yard reception off the tipped pass at the end of the second quarter, at the end of the first half to get us in scoring position. Mulkin, just 4 tackles. Ty Turner, just 3 tackles. But Ethan Hilton probably had his best game as a kicker. He was 2 for 2 on extra points, 3 for 3 from field goal range. Did what we asked him to. Ty Turner, stopped by the police last night and found to be in possession of unidentified substances. Dude, you are not playing well enough as a 4-star rookie prospect to be goofing around like this. This is bad. We are definitely in a skid right now. We are 0-2 to start off this episode. We are playing the Falcons, who are also in the hunt. We got to win this game, man. 3rd and 16. We're just outside of field goal range. Verrett makes the nice catch, but short of the sticks. Going to go for a field goal here. I just can't leave points on board. Doinking it in. Ethan Hilton with the field goal. Incomplete punt. Let's go. We can go up by 2 scores now. Thankfully, the defense comes through. And let's go down and score these points. Moxon breaking a tackle. Let's go down to within the 35. We are in scoring position. Dump it to Moxon. He gets stopped. 2nd and goal on the 2. Let's go to Uzoma. Come on, man. Dive in there. Let's go. Breaking a tackle. Just his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. But that's going to be good for his morale. Breaking through the line. Let's go. And we are up 10-0 with this extra point. And they score quickly. Based on field position, we could maybe get another field goal. Let's go for that. Let's try and get another field goal. Call timeout here. Call a timeout here and hopefully send one through the uprights. And he makes it. All right, so we go up. 2nd field goal of the game for Ethan Hilton. He's been coming through clutch these last couple of games. We're up 13-7 at the half. Incomplete punt. Defense gets their 2nd stop of the game. That is so rare. We got to take advantage. Yeast for 8 yards. Mox on the out route. Breaking tackles, breaking inside, 17 yards, and we are threatening to score just like that. Moxon's going to be wide open here. Another cheese play. He gets thrown down at the 5. Let's go. We can extend our lead to 2 scores here on the slant. No, that's going to be Uzoma for his 2nd touchdown reception on the season, 2nd touchdown of the game. Good game for him, man. His first good game really since the start of the season, and we are up 20-7. Let's go. Incomplete. They're going for it on a 4th down, and it's a fumble, and we forced a fumble. Let's go. 3 stops for the defense today. They are pulling it together. Let's go. We really need this win, and our defense actually are the ones showing up today. You love to see that. Uzoma breaking tackles, 8 yards, and that is officially our longest carry of the season. 8 yards. We haven't even had a carry for more than 10 yards. Isn't that crazy? The entire season. My goodness. Moxon for a 1st down. Yeast breaking inside. Let's go. Nice moves. 12 yards. And I'm content to just wind this clock down. If we score another touchdown, that'll be cool. But we've already got this game secured. Yeast breaking tackles. Another reception. 20 yards. In the red zone, threatening to score again to Moxon. Breaking a tackle. And we are down on the 1. We've got one more chance to score. And you know what? I think we give it to a man who's had a pretty great game today. Uzoma into the end zone for his 3rd total touchdown, 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. Definitely his best game of the season, at least in terms of scores. Going to be great for his morale, and we take a 27-7 lead. Gotta love that point differential. Definitely our biggest beatdown on an opponent so far this year. We are 7-5, still in the hunt, but Seattle sitting at 12-0 are probably going to run away with this division. San Francisco holding on firmly to the 2nd spot, the wild card spot at 9-3. And unfortunately, we have lost the tiebreaker to the Los Angeles Rams, even though they have a worse record, 4-8. They did beat us twice. So if we have a tie record with the Rams, you know, they're going to take the tiebreaker over us. So I think, unfortunately, unless something crazy happens to the teams above us in the wild card race, there's just no chance we're going to make the playoffs, unfortunately. We might finish with a winning record. That'd be really cool, but I just don't think there's any forecast for us to make the playoffs, unfortunately. We really blew it with these last couple games before this Atlanta game. But let's take a look at these stats. Kaiser Iceland, 25 of 29 with a touchdown. Rashad Uzoma, 7 carries for 21 yards, just 3 yards a carry, but he did score twice. And 2 receptions for 12 yards, including a touchdown reception. 3 total touchdowns. Love to see that. Sidney Moxon, 7 receptions for 102 yards. Nice performance, though no scores. Bennett Yeast, 7 for 80, no touchdowns. And Ashton Verrett really shown out these last couple of games. 9 receptions for 89 yards. But you got to give credit where credit is due. That was definitely our best defensive performance of the season so far. 3 stops, including a forced fumble, a forced turnover to end the chances of the Falcons coming back in that game. Kyron Mulkin finally had a great game. 8 tackles. Ty Turner No tackles. This guy, I think he's a bust. Can we say he's a bust? He's played less than 1 full season so far, but for a 4-star draft prospect, this guy has really just been doing nothing for us. It's really too bad. And we have a huge game here in week 14. San Francisco holding on tightly at 9-3 at second in the division, and they are in the wild card race. We have to beat them here. Like, this is a must-win game for us if we have any prayer of making it to the playoffs and potentially knocking them out. So we got to win this game on the road. We start off with the ball. It's going to be nice. We control our own destiny here. We got to score on this opening drive. Moxon making a move to the outside. 20 yards. 2 big receptions to open up the game. We are moving so far. And Moxon's going to be open on the cheese play, and we strike first against the Niners. Love to see that. Now let's get a stop on defense. And nope, they just score immediately. So unfortunately, you know, this might just be another shootout. Got to play mistake-free football and just score more touchdowns than they do. That's just what you got to do. Not throwing any interceptions, and we might have to have Iceland, you know, throw 4 or 5 touchdowns in this game to stay alive. That's just one of those games. Uzomah breaking through the line. Nice job, 12 yards here. Could be a big game for him. Moxon open on the cheese play, making a move to the outside. 21-yard reception. He's having a big game so far. Let's go. And we could score quickly again versus the Niners, but Iceland's going to scramble out, and he has a road right to the end zone. 5-yard rushing score for Iceland, our longest touchdown run of the season. Just 5 yards, breaking the previous record of 4. Iceland making moves. And, of course, the Niners march right downfield and score. We have enough time to hopefully get another field goal. Moxon is just wide freaking open. 17 yards there. And, yeah, we could potentially even score another touchdown here. Moxon's going to be open again. Just leaving him open. Broken tackle. 15 yards. Going to call a timeout here with 17 seconds left. Barrett, 9 yards. Going to run one more play to maybe get us closer. Nice run by Uzomah, and we're just going to kick a field goal here. But we're going to go into the half ahead if Hilton makes it, and he does. Been having a great last couple games, and we are ahead of the Niners, 17-14 at half. We kick off to them. Incomplete, and they kick a field goal. That sort of counts as a stop. We stop them from scoring a touchdown. That's good. All they could do is tie. Now we just got to go downfield and take the lead back. Moxon open again. It's been a huge game for him. They're just leaving him open all over the field. 18 more yards here. Okay, 3rd and 3. Pretty crucial play here, but Moxon is going to be open. 13 yards. We keep the chains moving. Let's go. Taking a lot of time off the clock as well. Another throw to Moxon. Another first down. This guy's a machine. We're looking for Verrett this time on the comeback route. Diving into the end zone. Verrett with his 3rd touchdown reception on the season. And it comes at a crucial time at the bottom of the 3rd quarter when we got to take the lead back from the 49ers. Let's go. And can we stop them here? Okay, they score a touchdown. They missed the extra point. The simulation kickers in this game are terrible. And all we got to do is we got to control the ball, not mess up, and we will walk away with an upset win over the 49ers, a division rival. But we have blown it before in these types of situations, and I do not want to do that again. Uzomah, and he gets held up at the line of scrimmage. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm going for it because scared money don't make money. And Uzomah converts the 4th down. Let's go. We are still ahead in this one. Gonna hand it to Uzomah again. And ultimately it doesn't matter because they can't call timeouts in this game. So I'm just trying to wind down the clock as much as I can. Uzomah getting the ball. 3 yards. That's okay. 3rd and 7. But we need a better play. Moxon's going to be wide open in this cheese play. Let's go. Dive down. No fumble cheese. And we are going to win this game due to a 49ers missed extra point. I don't care if it's cheesy. Let's go. Crucial win in the playoff race and in the division title race. And for the 49ers, the best they can hope for at this point is a wild card spot. Let's go, Yeast. And we can score one more touchdown. Let's go. Let's rub it in their faces. We need the point differential. And let's go. Moxon on the cheese play. And we take a 7-point lead over the 49ers. Extra point's going to make it 8. And we win this crucial divisional game. 31-23. Let's go. Improving to 8-5 on the season. Let's go, guys. And take a look at these stats. Kaiser, Iceland. Perfect game. 23 of 23, 297 yards, 3 touchdowns, no sacks. Incredible. Also 2 carries for 11 yards and a touchdown run. Rashad Uzomah, 8 for 14 on the ground, 3 for 26 through the air. Sidney Moxon, 13 catches for 180 yards and 2 scores. He was a machine. He officially beats the all-time record for touchdown receptions in a season by a tight end. He's got 19 now, and he sets the record as a rookie. Incredible. Bennett Yeast, 5 receptions for 66 yards, including that last catch to set up the final touchdown. And Ashton Verrett, just 2 receptions for 21 yards, but one of them was a touchdown catch. That was awesome. Kyron Mulkin, just 3 tackles. Ty Turner, just 2 tackles, but somebody was making plays on defense to force some stops to keep us competitive in that game against a much better team. So that's awesome. We are 8-5, heading into a game against Seattle, the undefeated Seattle Seahawks, 13-0, running away with the division title. They've already secured it basically. We are 0-2 against the last team in the division, the Rams. We're probably not going to make the playoffs based on that alone, but hey, if we can get a win against the cream of the crop in our division, the 49ers, and then the Seahawks, that'll be pretty funny. So let's just go for this win and see what we can do, cause as much chaos as we can heading into next season. They get a 62-yard field goal, so their kicker is no joke, but we hold them to just a field goal, which is pretty impressive against an undefeated team. Iceland scramble, first down. Look at those moves, man. Iceland, this dude is nasty. Sidney Moxon on the out route, nice move, and we are down into the red zone just about. And if we can take the lead against the Seahawks, the undefeated Seahawks, on this opening drive, that'll be super cool. Yeast with the catch, breaking inside on the final play of the first quarter, getting into the end zone, his first touchdown reception in a while. Let's go. And we take the lead 7-3 on the undefeated Seahawks. Of course, naturally, they score very quickly, taking the lead back. They're up 10-7. Sidney Moxon gets the catch down at the 2. We are cruising on this drive. Gonna get to Moxon again, and he fights his way into the end zone. Let's go. Taking the lead back from the Seahawks. And get this, people, we start off the second half with the ball. If we take the ball down and score to start off the second half, we will have a 2-score lead over the undefeated Seahawks. Moxon is screaming wide open, 15 yards. Uzoma's going to be open out of the backfield, diving down, no fumble cheese allowed for the rest of the season. Let's go. Verrett going to dive down too, not taking any more risks. I don't care if diving is my own cheese strategy. I'm just not letting the CPU screw me over like that. Uzoma's going to have a lane, breaking to the outside. Oh, I shouldn't have dove. He could have gone for further than just 7 yards. That was going to be one of his best carries of the year, I think. Uzoma breaking a tackle. Finally a 10-yard rushing carry. Let's go, Uzoma. Check this out, man. Breaking all sorts of tackles, getting the first down on the ground. You love to see that. Everything is clicking for us right now. Ashton Verrett on the slant into the end zone. And we take a 2-score lead on the undefeated Seahawks at home. You love to see it. Everything is moving great on offense right now. Incomplete punt. Let's go. Oh my goodness, we could potentially go up 3 scores. Verrett making guys miss, cutting to the inside, 20-yard reception, and we enter the fourth quarter with the ball and in complete control of this game. This is incredible, people. I can't believe it. Ashton Verrett wide open. He's been doing great over these past few weeks. Another broken tackle from Uzoma, 9 yards. This guy is cooking, man. He is balling out. He wants to keep his contract. He heard me talking about trading him earlier in the season. He is playing to keep that contract. Yeast on the slant this time. Let's go. And we take a commanding 28-10 lead at the top of the fourth quarter against the Seahawks. We could have just served them up their first loss of the season. So we open up this episode with back-to-back heartbreaking overtime losses, including against the worst team in our division, the Rams, but then we defeat the 49ers and the Seahawks, the best team in our division, in back-to-back weeks. And the Seahawks game, in convincing fashion, we just controlled that game on offense, and we are immediately in the wild card race. We jump ahead of the 49ers. We are 9-5. Let's go. That was a must-win game. Incredible. Our offensive and defensive coordinators' contracts expired at the end of the season. I don't know if we have enough VC to keep both of them. And okay, we can extend Adewusi, and we can extend both of them. We do have enough VC for both of them. Okay, that's good. Your offensive and defensive coordinators ratings do actually impact how your players play, especially the CPU no-name players. So it's important to keep your coordinators around if you can. So Kaiser Iceland, 25 of 26, 271 yards, 4 touchdown passes. This dude is a freaking machine, coming up on 40 touchdown passes for the season. Rashad Uzomah, 6 carries for 31 yards, 5.2 yards per carry. Definitely his best game on the ground. 4 receptions for 36 yards. Definitely, I think, his best game in terms of total yards. So great game for him. Sidney Moxon, 8 receptions for 79 yards and a touchdown. Bennett Yeast, 4 for 43 and 2 touchdown receptions. And then Ashton Verrett with another 100-yard game, 9 for 113 and a touchdown. He's been balling out in this episode for sure. Kyron Mulkin, just 4 tackles. Ty Turner, just 1 tackle. We got stops on defense somehow, held him to 16 points. I'm not mad. We'll figure out the defensive problems next season for sure. Week 16, third to last game of the season. We're sitting at 9-5. Every game here on out matters because we gotta secure this wild card spot over our division rivals, the 49ers. We are playing on the road against a 3-11 Tampa Bay squad. We gotta win this game. It's against a weaker opponent. We gotta win. And it is a game in the rain. Typical Tampa Bay weather. And we gotta really be careful here. Uzomah beating the coverage, going to dive down, dive every single time. Avoid tackles, avoid contact. I am not losing this game due to fumbles. No freaking way. Moxon breaking a tackle. Let's go. 15 yards. We are chugging along here to start off this game in the rain. And Moxon wide open into the red zone. First down and goal on the 5. Who are we going to? It's going to be Uzomah beating the coverage. Another touchdown reception for him, and we take the lead towards the end of the first quarter. We got some wind. Gonna account for that. Hilton kicks it through. Let's go. Good start. Tampa Bay, they miss a 41-yard field goal. The elements got to them. And we have control in this game for sure. Uzomah making guys miss, diving ahead for the first down. Gonna be a big game for Uzomah. Gonna keep the ball on the ground a lot. He's gonna get a lot of touches. Let's see if we can give him a game with 100 total yards, receiving and rushing. That'd be really cool to get. Sack there, a rare sack on Iceland. And just like that, we're in 3rd and long situation. Tipped pass, but Yeast catches it. Let's go. 21 yards. Great awareness from Yeast, and we stay alive on this drive. Yeast making a move outside, making guys miss, juking back to the inside. 20 yards, another 20-yard reception, and we can score right before half to go up by 2 scores. Yeast in one-on-one coverage. Pardon me. Verrett, 15 yards into the red zone. 1st and goal. Easy cheese play. Touchdown to Moxon. We take the lead by 2 scores. Let's go. Our offense has been humming these last couple weeks. Tampa Bay starts off the half with a touchdown. Okay, we got to score to preserve our lead. Ooh, and I think Yeast stepped out of bounds too early. That's not good, but I'm going to go for it because scared money don't make money. And diving ahead for the first down. Let's go. We convert the 4th down and stay alive. We are eating up tons of clock, which is great. Uzomah breaks open. He could have over 10 receptions on this game so far. He's been doing a great job. 10 receptions and 10 carries almost probably. 5 yards there, diving ahead. Going to be another carry for Uzomah. Breaking to the outside, breaking tackles. Uzomah gets himself 7. Let's go. 3rd and 2 at the 12-yard line, 15-yard line, and Uzomah gets stopped. Thankfully, we're already ahead by a score. We can kick a field goal here and maintain our 2-score lead. Let's go. Hilton kicks it through. He's been valuable these last couple weeks. And Tampa Bay can take the ball down and score. They're going to try an onside kick, but we recover the ball. What? Why is the game having me kick a field goal? Dude, if I lose this game because I accidentally clicked that I wanted to kick a field goal, I'm going to be so infuriated. Okay, they have 4 seconds. If they score... We got the ball with 10 seconds left. I didn't even realize that I clicked the button to attempt a field goal, and there were 4 seconds left. They threw a Hail Mary pass and they won it. Are you freaking kidding me? The game screwed me over. I'm not taking responsibility for that. Hell no. Are you serious, bro? Why is that even an option? There were 10 seconds left, and I somehow, like, my finger slipped, and I clicked to kick a field goal with 10 seconds left in the 4th quarter with the ball in my hands. They gave me the option to kick a field goal, and like I accidentally hit the button, and so the game forced me to attempt a field goal. I couldn't exit out of that. The game forced me to kick a field goal when I didn't want to, and that cost us the game. Unfreaking believable, dude. And just like that, we're now down to 7th in the wild card race. That is unfreaking believable. Of all the dumb ways to lose a game, what the hell? Let's go through these stats, though. 15 to 16 for Iceland, just 145 yards, 2 touchdowns. We were not throwing the ball with him a lot. 3 carries for 15 yards. Rashad Uzoma, 11 carries for 39 yards and 6 receptions for 49 yards. Definitely his most productive day. We were not throwing the ball around to our receivers a lot. 4 for 37 for Moxon and a touchdown. Bennett Yeast, 456. Ashton Barrett, just 1 for 15. Mulkin, 3 tackles. Ty Turner, another 0 tackle game. This dude sucks. This dude is awful. Although, technically, in terms of gameplay, we did nothing wrong until that field goal somehow happened and I couldn't exit out. Like, why? If someone from Retro Bowl is watching this game, there needs to be a change at that. Like, I should be able to say, whoops, I didn't mean to kick a field goal. I should be able to exit out of that. That field goal attempt that I literally did not intend to do cost me the game because the game cheesed out and they bombed a 50-yard Hail Mary pass to win the game. Like, I should have the option to say, wait a second, I don't want to kick a field goal. Take me back and like run a play. I cannot believe I lost that game just on accident. That infuriates me. So we're down to 9-6 on some BS. I cannot believe it. We should be 10-5 right now. We got a Week 17 home game against the New York Giants, who are also looking for a playoff spot. And I'm just going to play the safest football possible. Just going to do dink and dunk passes, trying to starve out the opponents, waste as much time off the clock as I can, because I am not going to lose another game on some late game cheese BS like that. That was total bull crap. I can't believe I lost a game that was fully within my hands because I accidentally clicked the kick a field goal button, which shouldn't even be an option when you're ahead late in the game and you have the ball 10 freaking seconds left. And then on top of that, I had to kick the field goal I didn't want to kick because you can't exit out of a field goal kick. Just unfreaking believable. If anybody who works at Retro Bowl is watching this video, please fix that because that was just so stupid. That was just unbelievable. One of the dumbest ways to lose a game ever, and I'm playing angry right now for sure. And Uzoma fumbles the ball because of course he does. Of course he does. And now we're down. Moxon breaking tackles, and he fumbles it. His 4th fumble of the season. A tight end fumbling 4 times on the season. Explain that. Thankfully we get it though. We just got to go downfield and score. And Yeast is going to have a 14-yard reception. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Cheese play to Moxon. Touchdown, and we can tie it up with the extra point here. They start off the half, and they punt it away. Good. Good, good, good. We force a punt. Love to see that. Crucial 3rd and 9 here, but thankfully Moxon's going to be open. Love these tight end cheese plays. All reliable. 13 yards here. We keep this going. We've taken up almost the entire 3rd quarter so far. Slow, methodical football. You got to be safe. No cheesy turnovers. No goofy shenanigans. And Uzoma breaking tackles, fighting forward for that 1st down. Good stuff, buddy. Yeast making a move inside. 13 yards. And Uzoma breaking tackles, crossing the plane. Let's go, Uzoma. He's been doing great in this last half of the season, except for that fumble earlier. But if we win this game, it'll be all right. Kicking the extra point, and we are up 21-14. That was a long drive. And thankfully, we reached pay dirt. They score and try the onside kick, and we recovered, so we just got to run this clock out, not do anything stupid. So 9 seconds left in this one. We've already secured it. Just going to pad the stats a little bit more. You know what? Why not? 1 second left. If there's not something wide open, we'll just throw it away. And Uzoma. Nope, Yeast gets that one. Another touchdown catch, and we improve to 10-6. Double-digit wins in our first full season as head coach of the Cardinals. We should have hit 10 wins in the last game, but of course, the game didn't want us to win that game for whatever reason. But we improved to 10-6. Unfortunately, the 49ers are also 10-6. Let's go through these stats. 23 of 26, 238 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Kaiser Iceland. 8 carries for 32 yards and a touchdown for Rashad Uzoma. He did have a fumble, but thankfully that turnover did not result in anything bad. Also 3 receptions for 41 yards. Really productive these last couple of weeks for him. He's at 500 receiving yards already, which is kind of crazy. Sidney Moxon, 8 for 92, 2 touchdowns. Did have a fumble. He has more fumbles on the year than Uzoma does. Bennett Yeast, 7 for 75 and a touchdown. Ashton Barrett, 5 for 41. Kyron Mulkin, 2 tackles. Ty Turner, 2 tackles. I just don't get it. I just don't get it, but whatever. We're winning these games somehow, right? So we've got Seattle here in Week 18. They have dropped to 14-2. We were their first loss of the season. Imagine if we can beat them twice. Imagine the humiliation if the Seahawks lose twice to us. They'll still be the number 1 seed. They've already locked up the division. but that'll be incredible. And what's crazy is here, this game is really us fighting for our life to maintain the final wildcard spot. Just think if we had won that game against Tampa Bay, and then those other 2 games to start off the episode where we lost in overtime and lost because of a coin flip because the CPU just happened to get the ball off the coin flip. Let's say we won all 3 of those games. We'd be sitting at what, 13-3 right now? Literally, the games came down to that. So we lost 2 games because of coin flips to start off this episode, and then we lost that Tampa Bay game on some BS. We're 10-6 right now. We could literally be at 13-3 if all those games went our way, which is infuriating to even think about. Uzoma's going to break free off this coverage. First down and goal upcoming. Sidney Moxon, cheese touchdown, let's go. And we strike first against the mighty Seahawks. If we can beat them twice, that's going to be incredible. And they punt the ball away. I don't know what it is, but we have their number somehow. We might have to just take the L here, but Moxon breaks free, 22 yards on the 3rd and 19, and we convert. Major collapse by the Seahawks defense. First down for Uzoma. Let's go. Keep the chains moving. We can take a 2-score lead before the half. Ashton making guys miss. Cutting to the inside. 19 yards, dude. Ashton Verrett. Man, he's coming in clutch these days. Moxon gonna be open, and that was a little bit ahead of him. I'm surprised neither Yeast nor Barrett caught that, nor Moxon caught that. I'm messing up calls all over the place. Yeast, though, does catch that one on the comeback route, and we take a 2-score lead on the Seahawks. Let's go. 14-0. And they score very quickly, and we're just gonna run a few plays to end the half. But we go into the half with a 1-score lead over the Seahawks. They do start off with the ball and score quickly, so basically back to a 0-0 game. Got to go right down and score and just not make any mistakes. Just can't make any mistakes. We are knocking on the door in this drive, making good progress. Uzoma making a move inside, 7 yards. First and goal upcoming at the end of the 3rd quarter, and no one's open, but we start off the 4th quarter in the driver's seat. We just got to score. And if they score again, then we will have the ball to end the game, basically, and we control our own destiny. Knowing us, it'll still be 50-50 as to whether or not we win the game, but Moxon, this guy's just been racking up touchdowns like crazy. Another touchdown for him on a cheese play, and we are ahead 21-14 on the Seahawks with 1:44 left in the 4th quarter. They take the ball down and score, and they kick the ball off to us, and we control our own destiny. Are we going to blow it, or are we going to win it? Moxon going to be open here. The goal is to wind down the clock as much as possible. I'm not taking any chances. You are not hitting my players. Not if I can help it. If I have to kick a field goal to win it, I'll do that. I don't care if it's a field goal. I don't care if it's a touchdown. We are going to win this game. Iceland going to scramble. And there's Moxon. Dive down. And we can kick a field goal here to improve to 2-0 on the season against the best team in our division. We defeat the Seahawks twice and improve to 11-6 in our first ever full season as coach of the Cardinals in this rebuild. And I believe we secured a wild card spot. So we finished 11-6 along with the 49ers. So both San Francisco and us finished 11-6, but we beat them once. They beat us once. According to the tiebreaker, they beat us worse that first time, so they would win on point differential, right? But the 3 wildcard teams, San Francisco, Arizona, us, and the Eagles all finished 11-6. Although get this, Carolina and Chicago both won their divisions with 8 wins apiece, and so they make the playoffs. Carolina were 8-1, and Chicago finished 8-9, but they won their divisions, so they make the playoffs. So you have 3 11-win teams in the wild card, but then you have a playoff team with a losing record. That's crazy, but that's how it shakes out. So we are going to make the playoffs, and we will be facing Carolina, 8-1, a division winner with a worse record than us, so a higher seed than us, in the NFC wildcard game. That'll be in the next episode. But before I forget, let's check out these stats. 26 of 31 for Iceland, 3 touchdowns, just sacked once. Uzoma just 4 carries for 10 yards, 6 receptions for 50 yards though, so a big game for him through the air. Moxon 9 for 90 and 2 touchdowns. Bennett Yeast 6 for 67 and a touchdown, and Ashton Verrett 5 for 58. Mulkin just 5 tackles. Ty Turner another 0 tackle game. This dude sucks. Hopefully this dude is getting like a lot of pass breakups, and those just aren't counted in this game, but this dude has been a bust all season. So actually, let's go through, because now that the regular season's over, let's just go through all the regular season stat totals now that the season is over. So Iceland finishes all 17 games starting 88% completion percentage, obviously highest in NFL history, 4,096 yards, 10.9 yards per completion, a long of just 38, but 46 touchdowns to 7 picks, and only sacked 10 times through 17 games. That is incredible. Like in real life, he's only a 2-star quarterback. He'd be winning most improved player without a doubt. He also finished with 57 carries for 226 yards and 4 touchdowns on the ground. He was a pretty decent scrambling threat, seriously. Uzomah, our starting running back, only finishing 89 attempts for 277 yards, 3.1 yards per carry, only a long of 10 and just 7 touchdowns and 3 fumbles. But you know, he was okay through the air. 60 receptions, 551 yards, and 3 touchdowns. You know, we just don't run the ball a lot in this offense, although he barely finished with more rushing yards than Iceland, which is kind of funny. Imagine if Iceland had finished with more rushing yards than him. But yeah, we just don't run the ball a lot in this offense. That's why I'm considering actually still trading Uzomah at the end of this season. Sidney Moxon, though, this guy is Rookie of the Year without a doubt. 121 receptions, 1,454 yards, 12 yards a catch, 25 touchdowns as a rookie. Amazing. Did have 4 fumbles though. That is concerning, but a great season nonetheless. Bennett Yeast, also a rookie, 110 receptions, 1,278 yards, 14 touchdowns. Really great season as well. Ashton Barrett, just a little shy of a 1,000-yard season, but still a very impressive season for a 1-star rated receiver. 84 receptions, 933 yards, and 4 touchdown receptions. But then for the defense, Kyron Mulkin, our 5-star mid-season trade acquisition, just 42 tackles through 12 games. And then Ty Turner, our 4-star, I've said it so many times, our 4-star first-round draft pick, just 30 tackles, no interceptions, no sacks, no forced fumbles. Bust. Has to be a bust, right? Ethan Hilton, our kicker, 11 for 12. His only miss being that stupid 62-yarder against the Buccaneers that the CPU forced us to kick because I accidentally hit a button and that cost us the game. So otherwise, not counting that, he was perfect on the season. Also 55 of 56 on extra points. So that'll be it for the regular season. Hope you all enjoy this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Next video will be the playoffs. Wild card round against the Carolina Panthers. Can we potentially make a deep playoff run in our first full season as head coach in this rebuild franchise? What do you guys think? Thank you all so much for watching.